Hello, my name is Luis Jaramillo. I am the chef at 50 restaurant in the West Village. Today we're making green plantain empanadas with chorizo. So in order to get started, we have green plantains here. So we're gonna slice them on the top and slice them on the bottom. And then we're gonna do a few incisions lengthwise. So by doing this, and I'm gonna show you a little trick here, we're gonna get these plantains peeled off just like a ripe banana. We're gonna pop them in the oven, and if you don't have an oven like I do nearby, you're gonna put them in hot water. So there they go in the oven just for a couple of minutes. And meanwhile they're in the oven, we're gonna take some onions, we're gonna split them in half, and we're gonna start working on the sofrito. So we're gonna slice them first, and then we're gonna chop them. Right, so now we have this. We're gonna slice a little bit of garlic. This is for the sofrito that we have here already made. So for the empanadas as well, we have water boiling. We're gonna add bay leaf, and we're gonna add salt. So a nice amount of salt in the water, and we're gonna get them hot. So we're gonna check the bowl with the green plantains, and we're gonna see if they're ready to peel. With the heel of the knife, you go in and you just pull. And this is the easiest way to peel a green plantain. We're gonna slice them. So we put them in the boiling water. They're gonna go in here for about 10 to 15 minutes until the plantains are soft, and then we're gonna use them in the KitchenAid and make the dough. So we're gonna grab a saute pan, olive oil. So sofrito is a South American flavor enhancer, I would say. So it's mainly done with onions and garlic. In this case, I'm going to use calabrian peppers to give it a little kick. So we're gonna start it off with the, like I said, with the garlic, and then we're gonna add onions. At the end, we're going to add a little bit of the calabrian pepper just to give it a little kick. Meanwhile, for you guys that are going to make the empanadas at home, grab a Ziploc bag, which is the best medium to make these empanadas, and we're gonna cut this so we can have an empanada folder. We're gonna get this and we're gonna oil this very well, because the empanada has, like I said, it has a lot of starch, so it's very sticky, and we don't want that. Okay, so now we have our bag for the empanada folding. Now we're gonna add the onions. Onions added. And we're going to add the calabrian peppers. And if you don't have calabrian peppers, you can use jalapenos, you can use sweet peppers, you can use any other type of pepper. Now that we have this going, we're going to add some of the chorizo. So this is our filling for the empanada. Give a little bit of salt. Just put just a little bit of salt, because don't forget that the chorizo is already marinated and is already spiced up, so you don't want to go too salty on it. So now we're gonna have to wait a few minutes until the green plantains are done, and we move forward to the folding of the empanadas. So now we are ready for to check if the plantains are ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of them. Make sure when you cut them, try to cut them almost at the same size. They cook evenly, so you have pieces that are cooked completely through at the same time. So now we have one here. Be careful because these are hot. Just gonna, with your hands, gonna try to break one apart, and you're gonna see if it's soft. This is soft enough. So now we're gonna pick them out of the water. These are really yummy, nice and salty. A little bit of hint of the bay leaf. So we turn these off. So this is the result of the green plantains. So now we are going to use a KitchenAid to make the dough. All we need to make the dough is a little bit of olive oil and salt. We're gonna get started. Like I said, these are nice and salty because of the water that we're cooking. So we're gonna use a very, very, very small amount of salt. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in the food processor as well as in the bowl where we're going to make them land once they're processed. So we're going to add the green plantains, food processor, and we're gonna work them. And no, it's about 2 minutes, and there you go. There is do's and don't do's at home. Do's, use a spoon that is previously oiled. I have one here. Because like I said, this is very sticky. And don't use your hand because this is really, really hot right now. I should have told you to put a little oil in your gloves so this don't happen, this mess don't happen. So there we have it. This is the dough. Like I said, it's very elastic. And we're going to allow it to cool off for a couple of seconds so your hands can handle the dough. Now we're gonna put in a small pot with vegetable oil so we can fry them in a few minutes. When you're working with the dough, make sure to put a little oil on your gloves because like I said, this plantain is very sticky. We open up the bag where we have the empanada. Take some of the dough, make it into a little ball. With your hands, just squish it down. I'm gonna take a little bit of the filling, put it in the center. So with the bag, we're gonna push, we're gonna fold, and you take something circular at home. I'm gonna use a bain-marie here, but you can also use a cup, you can use anything that is round at home. So then we push, pull this back, take the excess off, and we pick it up, and a green plantain empanada. So in order for you guys to know when the oil is ready, we're gonna take a little bit of the dough and just gonna drop it in the oil. If the plantain starts bubbling and going to the surface, that means that the oil is ready. At this point, we're gonna wait another few minutes until the oil is ready and we're gonna go into the frying. So right now, the moment of truth, oil is ready and we're gonna drop one into the hot oil. When you drop one into the hot oil, make sure, let's put this a little bit down, make sure you drop against your body. When you drop something into the oil, you put it in and you drop it to the other side of the body. So whatever splash doesn't splashes towards you so you don't get burned. We're gonna leave it there for about 2 to 3 minutes. So we're checking on these guys. We're making sure these are nice and golden brown. So we're gonna give it another minute or two. So they don't suck too much oil, as you can see. It just came out of the oil and it's dry. In order to serve this at the restaurant, put them on the plate and we serve it with a nice cilantro aioli, and here you go, green plantain empanada. Thank you for watching. This is the green plantain empanada with cilantro aioli at 50 Restaurant in the West Village, New York City. Thank you very much and have a wonderful and yummy meal.